Sorry about the cut there. As I mentioned, I'm going to be splitting these into different parts, and this time, in order to... I think there might be some audio desync. Oh, there was some slight audio desync in the previous episode, and I'm not sure what's causing it. But my assumption is it was because I recorded for an entire 2 hours, for like 2 full hours. So instead, I'm going to make sure to split these up as specific parts of the episode. But, so yeah, battle starts. All enemies we win if we defeat all the enemies, and we lose if our warship's shot down. Just so you know, warship shot down is like it's pretty much always your defeat condition, unless you don't have a warship in a particular battle. And usually at this point, you always will, and if you don't, you're going to get your warship eventually. In any case, you'll notice that one mechanic-y dude said that, there's a thing represented by some yellow frames. I'm actually going to demonstrate something instead of explaining it, but, there's a reason he says that. So the units that he's talking about aren't just any units, they're the Estevalis units from Martian successor Nadesco. There's something very special about the Estevalis units. Estevalis units do not have internal energy production. They're reliant on the energy from the energy beams from the Nadesco. The orange lights there, those indicate the range of the field. So you'll see here, if I move out of here, it's going to give me a warning light. Well, I'm going to demonstrate something, so I'll show that off for now. But, just to compare... we'll start with an attack. A dude with my gun, and he's probably going to hit me. Where's the healing unit? Oh, by the way, this battle, I know that I normally don't like, Aphrodite A, but in this battle, I'm going to give her the most important role out of all of my units in the entire field. Now, with that out of the way... I don't know if I want to attack. Not move... Move up to here. Okay, I'll move here then. I don't think I'd attack, though. Yeah. That makes it moot point. Oh, well. Battler V. That is indeed a V, not a 5. There's another mech that has a V name in it, or that has a letter V in its name, and that one is indeed pronounced 5. But, this is Combattler V. Yeah. You can probably tell just by looking at it, but this is an old school mech. And if you couldn't tell that by looking at it, you're certainly going to be able to tell by its theme song. If that theme song ain't retro, I have no idea what is. Also, yeah. Yo-yo. Because why not? I don't think I'm gonna escape. Combattler isn't as defensive as... Oh, well. It is countercut. That's what countercut does. If we haven't already seen it. And, right now I'm gonna punch a dude. Hello, dude. Eat some fists! Bang, bang. Have a knuckle sandwich. Nom. Nom. I think he ate that quite well. Go! Please hit something! Of course, this is, Zinga's ever talking about, so of course it was, but, you know. Blue Earth is special. Blue Earth has the ability... Supply equipment. It's like repair equipment, except... except for energy and ammunition. The thing about supply equipment, though, is that it is not a post-movement ability. You cannot use it after moving. It also reduces will by 10. But, to demonstrate this, I'll... You know, this one's closer to the direction I'm moving in. So, you can see, oh, by the way, you also see that, this unit is called the Estevalis Zero Gravity Frame, or Zero G Frame. Yeah. Well, after this battle, we'll have access to frames. Now, you can see here, Akito's unit used 5 energy move here, and Guy's unit used 5 energy to move here. But next battle, we'll see things are a little different. I'm going to make sure not to use energy with either of them. Well, I can use energy with him, but... Save and end the battle. Or, end the battle. That's something I want to do, but I meant end the round. Sorry about that, blowing my nose. Done the enemy's turn, I figure I'm just gonna mute myself because... I suppose I can do a test run next enemy to see if fast forwarding the lags the emulator to crash. You know, I should probably do that in just a separate test file. That would probably be smarter. I've got you now. Combattler V was doing the whole V for victory thing before Victini was doing the whole V for victory thing. Victini is a victory Pokemon. So, does anyone remember what Victini's ability is? I remembered it not being too terribly helpful. That uses energy. I can use Twin Lancer. I do enjoy this attack because it does a decent amount of, it does a pretty decent amount of damage, and it also like doesn't use any supplies. Those attacks are always nice. Why don't you try piloting this thing for once? That is one of my favorite quotes from the Combattler team. I'm not sure if Twin Lancers are actually a thing. I remember another anime referencing them. So, I don't know. Are they actually a thing? And Kyle, for the love of God, if you tell me I should look that up, I don't care enough to look it up. I'm just curious if anyone knows if that's actually a thing, okay? Oh yeah, and then Big Blast. It's a missile. We're out of your league. Dude, you're a grunt unit. I'd say you're out of your league. Of course, the Combattler is at half health. I don't think I've ever seen that quote before. My fire in the missile. Boom. Boom. Oh, did you not die? How much health do you have left? Wow. As you can see here, Akito's Estevalis has lost 5 energy, whereas Guy's Estevalis has gained 5 energy. Actually, to be specific, Guy's energy has been refilled completely. Keep that in mind, Estevalis units need to be within this yellow box by the end of the turn, or they will lose energy. However, if they are in the box by the end of the turn, they instantly refill their energy, so you can use about as much as you want. Keep that in mind. Of course, he wants to be a cook after all. Bye-bye. Have fun in the afterlife. Now, if you'll remember... Well, actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but big maps, don't trust them. They usually have reinforcements. By the way, these units look really silly. They're like giant missile things with arms. Well, I mean, they look silly in the anime. They look a little less silly here. but they still have arms. The funny part is they never use their arms for any attack. They have like one attack and it's missiles. Yeah, see, if you look closely, you can see arms there, but it's silly because they never use them, at least in this game. They kind of sort of use them in the anime, but not really. Plus, Delphiniums like show up in one episode in the anime too, so it's like not even relevant. Oh, wall. He has wall. Wall's nice. Use wall whenever you can. At least in early stages. Eventually you'll want to be saving your spirits, but... Spirit. I can move farther than that, can I? Can. Excel. Increases your movement by 3, I believe. Alright, who's hurting more? You? Or you? You're hurting a little bit more. Your defense is worse. I put wall on you, so... That number, by the way, the number that gets killed by gets much bigger later. So don't worry if that's small. I'm not going to use arrow rain. I don't want to lag the emulator. It'd be terrible for you guys. Ballistic arrows. Cypher, always a nice guy. Go to hell. Fuck you. I go where I want. Dead. Sorry, but that one's good. By the way, you may have noticed that our attacks do a little bit have been, if you've been paying close attention, you'll notice that our attack numbers and our weapons are a little lower than normal, but that our range numbers are also a little higher than normal. We'll see what that is in a couple episodes from now. Case, I'm gonna move you up here. And, you want to be moving the Nadesco, close to these. You want to be, end up around here with the Nadesco for reasons that I'm not going to divulge until it happens. I can't wait till I can stop using Aphrodite 8. Aphrodite 8 sucks. Now we get to see the Nadesco. And it's a fire and it's gravity. I don't think you will. Distortion field. Reflects, or, completely absorbs medium and small, medium to small gravity or beam attacks. And absorbs 800 damage for all others. Costs, I believe, 10 energy when it does so, though, so keep that in mind. The Nadesco is a very offensive, flagship, which is very unusual for Super Robot Wars games. Usually your flagships are very defensive, but not very offensive. The Nadesco is a little bit of both, which is why I think the Nadesco is really a really good flagship. Yeah, Blue Earth, by the way, has a force field. Kinda alright. Store. Hurricane. I have no idea how it's pronounced in the Japanese version of Nazenkaiser. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that anymore. Here, plane. Defend these missiles for the tank. This is support defense, by the way. The reason why I did that, of course, is because the Blue Earth has a force field, so I don't really mind having it tank damage for now. For now. Later on, I will definitely mind. Because later on, those damage numbers are much higher than they are early on in the game. Can I attack you with missiles? No. Right now, you'll notice that the Nadesco only has 2 attacks. They're 2 really good attacks, but they're only 2 attacks. It's also unusual for a Super Robot Wars flagship. Robot Wars flagships always have, like, several different attacks that are all completely useless. But the Nadesco's got a couple of really powerful attacks. Normally I wouldn't let the Nadesco hog experience like this, but I do want to get it a couple levels to make sure that it has some strength and whatnot, so that I can upgrade the put points into the defense, Eureka's defense and Eureka's range stat and Mari's defense stat. You can only upgrade 2 pilots in the Nadesco, but on the upside, it's still 2 pilots. So like, you know, you can focus on one stat with one, the other stat with the other. Yes, you are hit. Also, you're dead. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Repair kit. I'ma breathe rust on you, whoosh. Too late, sorry. My bad. You should have told me earlier. Well, I mean, it kinda did. Whoosh. Whoosh. Oh, this is gonna almost... Oh, okay, that's brought him to half health. I mean, still. When it almost murders a dude, there's almost no point. Let's twin daggers you, because you're... Oh, you haven't taken any damage yet. Never mind. Let's beam arrows. Yeah, let's try let's beam arrows you. Iron Laser! Iron Laser! Oh, I was about to kill him because he's ballistic. Then again, these are Delphiniums, which I think are a little bit tankier than the Mobius units. Gundam units are always... Oh, thank heavens. That was almost terrible. I'm gonna wait. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Wait, I can't use that anymore. Never mind. You can see, the Nadesco also has a map attack. Also, new symbol. Letter T. T means team up. It means that it's going to use supplies and energy and whatnot from 2 units. Just gonna say this right now. Try to avoid leveling up Guy. It isn't worth giving him kills. No, don't object. Just die there, you piece of crap. I'm gonna show off the missiles the Nadesco has on you because you're weak. And I do kind of want to have the Nadesco move over in that direction. By the way, for the record, Martian Success in Nadesco, great show, whether you like subbed or dubbed, because it's in both. Go watch it now. I mean, if you really want to, you can continue watching the rest of this, but after this, watch it. Good show. Must see. It's hilarious. It's funny. Captain, an inactive tulip has just shown signs of activity. It's getting close to our position and has already completely swallowed the Crocus, an intercepting Federation warship. It's also deploying Jovian mobile weapons, which are set to make imminent contact. Let's finish this up as soon as we can. Megami, pass that on to all pilots. So you can see here, the game does sort of warn you, oh hey, enemy reinforcements, you might want to be prepared for that. I'm actually going to use Guts with you. And probably with you as well. Yeah, with you as well. Probably you can use it twice now, actually. Anyway, as I said, you want to finish off enemies on your turn. Because otherwise the enemy is going to get to move again. Or get to continue to move its new reinforcement. Okay, I'm not... Nope. Are any of these closer? Whoa. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can hold B to move the cursor faster. I didn't know you could do that. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I legit didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. By the way, Blue Earth, Noel and Aki are from Space Knight Tekken and Blade. In fact, they're members of the Space Knights in their respective anime. I'm not sure if the Space Knights exist in this crossover, though. But, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be, because it's even called Space Knight Tekken and Blade in this favorite series. Yeah, we're going to want to finish these dorks off on... Ooh. Sadly, it's looking less likely that that's going to happen. Well, not if I don't want to give you experience, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. Congratulations, Mr. Yamada. You get some more EXP. Leave it to Guy Daigoji. Blah. Alright, let's go. You know what the funny part about this is? Is that in the anime, they don't start with 0G frames, they start with ground frames. Also, they launch from the Earth in the anime. Gekigan Flare! We'll learn why he says Gekigan Flare later. Yeah, good idea there, genius. My mech exploding. I think I should probably eject. Okay, now we have no... No, there's no way that we're not going to be able to finish these dorks off on our turn. Of course, I don't mind using all of Koji's energy right now, because I have a propellant tank on him, if you're paying attention. So, I can just decide... Full ammo, although Koji doesn't have any ammo weapons. Full energy. Good day. And that's why I didn't... That's why I thought that we weren't going to be able to make it without, giving guys some EXP. Although you know what I should have done? I should have killed one of... You know, at this point, there's almost... Oh, no, wait, that's actually not entirely true. Never mind. Hold on. I was forgetting something. Whatever. That last attack looks really silly to me. Like, it looks like it would be more effective just to use them separately and not put them together. By the way, I got Splatoon recently. It's fun. Although, I did much better in the demo. I lost, like, almost every game. I played it, the full version. In the demo, I was pretty alright, but... It's because of my horrible luck. I never got any paint rollers on my team. And paint rollers are... I won't say they're essential, but they certainly help. Especially when you're fighting teams with 2 paint rollers on them. Because paint rollers are OP in turf wars in the sense that they have, like, wide... Like, not in the sense of killing people. They're kind of balanced in that regard. But in the sense that, for covering area, they're the best weapon of all. I don't particularly want to like using close-range weapons. I'm probably sticking with the balanced stellar shot until I can find a rifle that has a scope on it. But even then, I've heard that the rifle won't be very helpful in, or isn't very useful in turf wars, but that it's a pretty good decent weapon in the ranked battles once they're released. So I'll probably pick up every weapon in the game because why not? Nice to have options, yo. All Federation units silenced. No reinforcements detected. Alright, once we take care of the Jovian lizards, we'll be free to go to Mars. Any mobile weapons incoming. Wah! Friendly unit signal confirmed. They appear to be from Nurgle. There are 3 of them in total. Looks like they made it in time. Woohoo! Damn, Hikaru. What's with you and your grand entrances? Hey, you guys, can you hear me? We came to help. What the heck? Those are Estevalis. They're our allies for sure. The arrival of the 3 angels signals the beginning of a night of refreshing backup. You may call us the reinforcements. Seriously? What's with them? Hey, Izumi, lay off the weirdness. Shucks, we didn't even agree on the name. You gotta consult us next time. What? Well, anything goes, I guess. Let's do this. Another bunch of idiots. Now we have more Estevalis units. Hooray! We have Izumi, Ryoko, and Hikaru. Hikaru is balanced. Her ranged and I remember this. Her range and melee stats are identical, and I believe her defense. I think she lacks in defense and maybe has a bit more evade, but she's sort of the skill monkey of the 3. Ryoko is more melee focused, and Izumi is more range focused. Also, they spawn outside of the Nadesco's range, so there's that. That's why I said you're probably going to want to move the Nadesco close. Well, you can. Also, Ryoko has an ability called Command. The blue radius, when you hover over her, that you get a bonus. Units in that radius get a bonus to hit and evasion. I believe the Nadesco also has it. But in any case... Rapid rifle. I don't think I actually showed this off because I think I skipped it, but yeah. I like the Estevalis units. They're neat. They're not too terribly helpful later game, at least, unless you use them for your combination attacks. Although they are quite good at taking out just standard units. This game you'll eventually, at least if you've played it for long, you'll probably start grouping units in units that are good for killing bosses and units that are good for killing standard enemies. Because there are just some units that they deal like decent enough damage so you can waste their attacks on standard enemies, but they don't deal enough damage to take on bosses by themselves. So there's that. But yeah, these guys are Estevalis units. They're pretty alright. Especially a late game when you upgrade them enough so that the whole can't be outside of the gravity wave antenna or gravity wave field thing. Yeah. By the way, these bata are a little bit different than the bata we fought on land. These are aerial bata, I guess you would call them. They have wings. They can also do a melee charge attack. So good that once again, I'm like the only person I know who will ever get a cold in the middle of summer. Even though it's technically not summer yet, so I shouldn't really be saying anything about that. But I am anyway. Deal with it. By the way, the battle theme, I actually kind of prefer this rendition of the battle theme to the one in the Right, you're not in the field. You can recharge his energy. You would have used... Right, 5 for moving, 30 for the, punch, and... Yeah. This is sort of why some people don't like the Estevalis units, because they say that the Nadesco sort of have to babysit them, but... I don't know. I find, you know, they just fly out, do some damage, fly back, recharge. I'm gonna use my propellant tank now. Does that lower my will? Doesn't seem to. Good. Oh wait, I have the other 3 units to deal with now. Can we show off a team up attack yet? No, we cannot. How much will do we need for this? 20. Oh well. Can I get it? Oh, right, I can be go fast. No, I don't know how to support attack. I'll attack this bata. You? Yeah. The characters from Martian Successor Nadesco are kind of a little exaggerated because it is sort of a parody show. It's a comedy. As, you know, if you couldn't tell with Ruri and Eureka, for example. You're a close range attack, but I don't have 130 will with you. Never mind! Or 110 will with you, so never mind. I'll just continue using my range weapon. Now, Izumi is a bit stronger of a ranged attacker. So you probably notice the damage number here to be a little higher than rapid. Izumi, I think, does, like, puns. I like Izumi. Ready for puns. Alright then. So, now on to the enemy's turn.